Aries. Okay, so I decided to do you guys first because you guys had the most views. So I'm like, okay, I'll do Aries first and then let's see. So it's a little bit similar, guys. I'm not gonna lie here, except this is more about the person that you're dealing with. Um, I've got the Emperor reverse followed by the Five of Wands. The Emperor reverse is a piece of shit. He's a narcissist. He is the narcissist in the entire deck. Once this guy is reversed, he is full-blown narcissist, okay? There is a lot of conflict, okay? Like when I say a lot of conflict, I mean a lot of conflict. However, there are no steps being taken to get out of the situation, Aries. None. And this is a major arcana. So we need to start making steps, but I'll tell you something. We've got the Six of Swords coming up, okay? And it didn't come up upright. It didn't come up reverse. It came up sideways. So that is telling me that once you're at that point where your hands are completely tied, you're going to be coming up with a solution to get out of this. You know you have to get out of this situation. There's no ifs, ands, or buts here. It's not going to change. You do not change a narcissist. They have you convinced sometimes that they've changed, but hey, we all know how they work. I don't think there's one person on this planet that has not dealt with a narcissist, knowing or unknowingly. A driving factor to you getting out of the situation is possibly going to be money coming in. So if you're staying in the situation that you shouldn't be in because of finances, something's coming in, okay? Something is coming in. I'm going to tell you a little story. How this is when I truly believed in angels, and this is what this is reminding me. I was stuck in a relationship, and it did have to do a lot with finances. I couldn't get out because I didn't have enough money to get out. And then I went to the bank one day and the bank was like, you have a line of credit available to you for like $5,000 and you can get a $23,000 loan if you want. I'm like, what? I'm like, done. And I booked it. I was out. I was like, woohoo! Anyway, I get that feeling. I get that feeling where there's unexpected money that is going to come through that is going to help your situation, Aries, okay? Again, you can't change a narcissist. You can't do it. Like, I know we think like, oh man, if children are involved, your children are being highly affected by this because it is numbing your ability to be a good parent. Okay, so I need you, and that's another driving factor. That's another driving factor. I think that I really get the feeling that there are children involved, because and that is going to be your driving force to kind of make this happen and get out of that toxic situation. Because at the end of the day, this is extremely toxic, extremely toxic. Not only is this card about battling, it's also about internal dialogue and like the insanity that is going on. If you don't, it gets worse and worse and worse and worse and worse the longer you stay. And trust me, I know how, if it's in like a physically abusive relationship, I know how hard it can be to get out. Okay, so if that is the case, you need to reach out for help. Because the Emperor, nothing surprises me with this piece of shit. Nothing. Like, he is that low, okay? Reach out to somebody. There is always help available, especially in these times right now when we keep going into lockdown. If you're stuck there, there are places and people available to you, okay? I want you to remember that. I've been there too. It's fucking terrifying. Terrifying. But the problem is, again, if there are children involved, it's going to have a lasting effect on them. And you know that because the Empress, when she's upright, is like Mother Nature. She nurtures everybody and everything. When she's reversed, she is losing her ability to do that. Okay, so I really need you to, when I look at this spread, I see that you are aware of how toxic the situation is and that you have to get out. But right now, you haven't made any choices. You haven't done, like, there's no action going towards, like, you know, but you haven't put any plans in yet. Again, I really think that something positive is going to come through with money. And that's going to be like, okay, I'm outie. I'm outie. All right. Okay, Aries, I love you guys. Mwah.